Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe so that you can get more content that I'll be uploading. I also hope you guys that you are good because I am good. And by the title of this video, I'm sure you definitely know that I'll be doing a story time video where I'll be sharing about how I survived robberies during my high school years. Okay, so my high school, I didn't do high school EGAS. So from the township that I'm from, I did it from a township that is not far away from Ekaslam. So a distance going to school, we would pass in now whereby there's a high risk of robberies. Where not many people would pass it. So it was mostly our students from Ekaslam who would pass that way to get to school. Some students didn't even use that route because of the high risk of robberies. Okay, so my first robbery that I got was in grade 8. And it was around the beginning of the year. I think it was not even 4 weeks after I started that route. I was late that day. It was a Friday. Yes, Friday. We were having a fundraising at school. I'm not sure whether it was a Valentine's day fundraising or no, the casual day or something. I think it was a casual day. So I had my lunch, my pocket money, and the casual fundraising money with me. Okay, so usually I would go walk there with my friend, but that day I didn't go to pass by Kokwabo because I was late. So I went there. I walked to school. I was in a rush and all that stuff. And when I passed this place, there was a guy. When you are late, you don't notice many things. You don't pay much attention to other things. You're just focusing on getting to where you want to be. And so this guy at one Kwaza, and then okay, late, but okay, ndasabela and wacela mandisondele kuye, and okay, I could see that the guy ayukumjida nje. Jesus. Sorry about that noise. I could see that the guy was is not just umjida nje ngalamajida angasava iskela and stuff. And so Sunday, which ibengekho good from my walking distance, and then wakhupha imis like a rust, a knife that in a rust, and okay, I was shocked. I mean, it was the new route was new to me, and the school is new to me, and all the thing, getting the change, and so this guy said, "Mankupe mali and the phone," and that time I didn't carry a phone at school because I was been done with a party, and then this guy. Imali, since I was late, Imali was on my hand. Like I was carrying it like this. Imali, I found because I just took it and rushed to school. And then this guy, like Huba Emis, and I got scared. Okay, fine. I tried to hide the money, but he could see that in Pete Indo is Sam. So, wow. one comma ngimisi, and then I had to dimnika. Okay, fine, ndamnika, because email in a rust, it's more dangerous than in normal life because it would leave me with infection. So I gave the guy email, and that was my first robbery. Yo, the trauma that I went through. The shock. It was the shock. I got really shocked after the incident. I think it was starting to sink in that this has happened. I was appointed with a knife and stuff. And then just I think 2 minutes after that, as I was now walking back again to school, I noticed my friend rushing behind me. He was also late apparently, and so when you are in shock that even your voice changes. That was me that day. And but I survived. I didn't get any he didn't zanganhlabe or anything. So I just gave, and that man was, I think it was 8 rand. Yeah. 8 rand, because then pata around 5 rand, yeah, at school during those years. So I was gonna pay 2 rand school fee. That was my first robbery. And then the second one that I experienced, I'm not sure whether it's grade 10 or grade 1, but I was coming back from school. It was kwabanda that day. It was very cold. It was during exams around June, yes, because I was walking back with my classmate, and then just after sisplitile, because why siyapokwaba, and then walking alone, going home now, and then I met these two guys approaching me. It was, I think it was around 11. That time when during exams you just write and then go back home. And kwakubanda, most people babesezindlini, and it's during weekdays, most people basemsebenzini and stuff. So these two guys approached me, and the other one was carrying a knife, and the other one was carrying his kongan. And I was wearing a jacket, like a jacket that is sort of a raincoat, a heavy jacket that is sort of a raincoat. And as they approached me, I didn't have a phone, so I thought that they wanted my jacket. And that day I was, when you like putting your hands in your pockets, I was doing that. I did that because kwakubanda, and then pete imali on my other hand. It was 200 rands, yes. Yeah, good jacket. I didn't notice it, so now I'm calling. And then this guy, okay, as I bafuna ifone nemali and stuff, so I ndaqala ndagoloza, number one, ndagoloza, and as bandigoloza, the other one lo phethe imesi one scratcher like isilamba sam, and at that point I thought isilamba sam sikrasile, like siphelile. And then ndakhupha isandla esi-empty, and they could see mos ukuthi esitheni ngafuna usikhupha, and I knew because kwakho imali phaa bandisearcha and stuff, so they found these 200 rands, bayithatha, and then they rushed away. At that point I got blank, because I wasn't paying attention to these guys as they approached me. I only paid attention as they were like about to stand in front of me, when I realized that kushubile, and yeah, that's how I got my second robbery. And then as they balega, I look back, I look at them with surprise that these guys are doing this, and I'm being toga and stuff. And fine, I walked, you know, few minutes after I got very angry about the incident. When you don't feel anything by sensing and only you get emotional after it has happened. That was me that day. And then the third time, this was an attempted robbery. They didn't get. It was the same kiwi I was wearing. I used to wear like kiwi because wawumecha ne-uniform yesikolo sam. So I done dodge ngawo on cold days. So kwakunetha in the morning, and then by the time we school and sekuphume ilanga and stuff. So kule ndawo iyi-one futhi kule high risk of robbery area. So as I was walking back from school, there's this guy that approach him now. Guys that we would usually go to that space. Were guys from different locations, were guys from different areas. Even we get to say different sections as a class. So you will not recognize all of them. You'd see new faces almost every day. And this guy approached me and wayephethe imesi esinayo, wayephethe imesi. So wathi mandis and stuff about mandisapha ifoni and ndabe ndisitha nafoni, and then wabefuna isilamba sam, and into endoyibonile yayisisilamba endisisile kwa in the first place. And so Glenda, wathi ufuna isilamba sam, mandikhule isilamba, and what I did there, I just said, hayibo ndiyakwazi nje bra, uzandropha njani kodwa ndiyakwazi, iyafana ukundropile nje ndizawuphinda ndiyosilanda. And ndasinda with those words, Claire irobari, because I think wayoyika since that ndimazi nditheni uyamazi, and bear in mind ndangamazi nomazi, because it was a guy from la area, so I didn't recognize his face. And then one day kanjalo ukube ndiyasinda singarojwa isilamba sam. And all I could say, guys, wow, during high school, got tough, got rough, wow. Experience robberies is something, when you experience robberies more than one time, you even get that anxiety because of your schooling. I wonder why. I wonder what will happen today. What will Dizarocha or anything. Oh, and the fourth one, I think I was in grade 11 this time. So we did in night classes in schooling. So we asked a permission in school to study overnight, to cross night there. So what we do, we'd come back from school, and then later around 7, we'd go to school to start studying. Okay, so this one time I was late. I think it was past 8, and in winter, I think we were writing June exams, June or September, I'm not sure. But got so good dark panda and stuff. So I packed we pack our supper and pack our books, when they leave school, because also we get during lamba and stuff during the night. So I went there, and passing by this high risk, area of where fancy esikolweni. So and payment kwakusebusuku and andiqhelanga uhamba ebusuku kulaa ndawo. So as I was going, because late and stuff, sekulate ndiqonda irisk ebendiyenzayo uba ndiye esikolweni at that time. I think it was almost to 9 or something, yeah. So I went at there, and as I was rushing, this guy called me, iphethe gun, and then ifone yam, luckily ifone yam ndandiyifake ebhageni in between my books. You know, when you open a two-wire book and then just shift your phone in between pages, I did that. So one search and akafumana nto, and then waya kubhaka wasearcha, and Bayman gold I search ubhaka, all I could think of was my phone, because uzoyifumana, because sometimes xa ndifake phaa ifowuni ithi yayinokuhla sometimes uyifumane ilapha like below incwadi, you know. So wasearcha, luckily ifowuni yayisastakhe in between pages, so akayifumana. And this guy, and noticing ebusweni since kusebusuku, and naye I think wayenganiqapheli from kulaa ndlela. And I think it was those guys that would see yellow xesha, and now going to school I wouldn't pay attention to people around the street, you know. So this guy, okay, wabendibuza uba ndihlala phi, and I was like ndihlala kwalapha eKasi and stuff. And ngosebona uba akafumananga nto azothi, oh, I thought uhlale Samora and stuff, of which he was where my school was located. And then yasenda kanjalo ifoni yam that day. And then after the next day, I was walking to school, you know, in the morning. Yeah, it was no. It was after school. I think it was around 4. So we were notice from yesterday night. So and azange ndimnothise mos. So ndanotiswa nguye. So ndadibana nasendiguliswa nguye. But oh, I thought uhlale eSamora nyani kanti uhlala apha bengibulisa, and so that's how we knew each other. So guys, I did experience a lot of robberies during high school. I hope you enjoy this video, and you can also share your experiences via the comment section, and just engage with me on this topic. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, as I'll be bringing in more content for you guys. Thank you. Bye.